Hey everybody, it's Triple J. Welcome back to another episode of City Skylines here in Modded Valley. And we're taking a look at our train station that we plopped down last time. And it's working. There's a lot of people heading to it. We don't have any public transportation currently. But the problem that we sort of need to solve first, I think, is we need to get the outgoing train lines, or the outside lines rather. See these orange trains? Those are all coming from the region. We're also getting some cargo rail coming through here as well, because we have a cargo station. Let's see. Well, they're coming through and using this. Yeah, we may need to do something about this. This is no bueno. So we have an outside line connection here. We have an outside line connection over here. And then we have an outside line connection. We have two more, actually. We have one here coming out and then one all the way down here. So this is 4 connection points, which is really good if we were using it properly. Unfortunately, we're not. So we could put a band-aid. What I was thinking is we could try and put a band-aid on this for now. And that would be to simply... What we would need to do, and I think they would use this, but we're gonna have to figure that out. So what I think we could do, let's see here, make a connection. Let's go, what is the height of this? 12? Okay, cool. So let's go like that. Okay. And connect these up. And let me turn anarchy on. There we go. So make a connection there, and that should work. I think it does. This would involve... Oh boy. It's gonna might get a little messy with the monorail. Actually, we should be okay. So I'm gonna sneak this all the way through, and what's gonna happen is we're just gonna go straight, and it's gonna meet up. Let's see. We can get it to meet right about there. So let me go. Connection point there. That should work. Then we need to bring this over, and then where's my line here? There we go. And what they should use this, because it should be just a little bit faster. There we go. The cargo rail is using it, and so is the outside train. So this will be their line, and it will obviously reconnect up. But then we won't have this problem. These trains are trying to get through to the station. Now they will all line up still on one rail, but I don't think that should be a problem. This allows intercity trains, which is okay. Get these power lines here. We don't need those anymore. Slowly but surely making improvements here. We're gonna catch a bunch of those probably for a while, and so that's not a really great, I don't know, it's not truly a permanent solution, but it will help alleviate any trains trying to sneak through our downtown station here. Yeah, that should help a little bit. So let's just make sure that this is all in the right plane, so that goes underneath there just fine. We're heading over the road through here, and then it dips a bit. Just raise that up. because we don't want that conflicting with the monorail. And I'll raise this up. And I think we're going to want... Yeah. So I'm going to grab these nodes. Grab that. That. I'm going to align heights with that. And what we'll have to do is we will need this to dip down slightly as it gets closer. We'll play a little roller coaster game with the trains here. Because this needs to be up. I want that to be level with that there. So I guess maybe not too much. That's about right. Cool. So that has solved that. It does give us another line having to come over, but it shouldn't be too bad. It shouldn't take up too much space. Now, one thing we do have available to us as well is, I believe this has a monorail stop, or not monorail, metro stop it. And indeed it does. The thing is, let's see, our monorail or metro, I don't know why I keep calling it monorail. We have one metro line that just goes sort of east to west, if we were to look at it from this, direction here. Doesn't really impact anything over here, which could be... Maybe we're missing out on some... I mean, metro, in the grand scheme of public transportation in this game, metro really is king. It's expensive. However, the Sims love it, and it's all underground. Really, all you have to worry about is taking up a 2x2 or a 3x3 rather space for the stops, but everything else is underground. So it can be really, really useful from that perspective. How many you got people using these? 240. Wow, these are absolutely full. Okay, well, that's a good sign. It shows that we need the stock coming through here. Now, wait a minute. What are you doing? Why did you come in there? This should not allow intercity trains. Huh. Did I not check that box before? Interesting. Now, this is a little bit of a goofy kind of transition point. Trains have to do a little wobble there. I'm also not going to allow this to allow intercity trains. I'm only going to allow intercity trains on our furthest out stations. So I'm okay with this one doing it. We have this one over here. No, there's a cargo terminal. Oh, we do have this, though. Okay, yeah. This all needs to be... Truly does need to be reworked. Not the best system. And then this here should also not allow intercity trains. Because the way I see it is we'll probably have... I don't know. As we continue to expand out to here, we'll probably have another train station that can bring in, passengers from the outside, and then we can have an actual inner city line. I mean, having the 4 connections is really nice, but I in general, and we're not really doing it here because this is not how I originally had built it, but the best practice is to have your own internal line that sort of just runs. And then if you want to have a completely separate line that does connect to the region and then have that connect to a separate station. So in reality, what we should have is on the very outskirts, we should have a station that is connected to the outside line that just brings in, and then maybe like a walking path that goes across the rail and the road to another train station that is only connected to an interior line. And then that brings the people into the city, and then that can function as its own, circle or track, as it will. And that could be something that we do in the future. I don't know. What happened here? Oh, Oh, this university dormitory burned down. Okay. Well, I don't know how that happened. Kids lighting stuff on fire. What are you gonna do? Okay, so this is really good. And then what we'll do... Let's see, we have bus routes currently... Ugh, I'm not really a fan of these bus routes, to be honest with you. What is going on over here? Boy, we danced all these bus routes around. I guess people are using it? Quite a bit of people, actually. I mean, I guess it's okay. I don't know that I care for it. This is handy to have. But I kind of wonder if it's something that could... Well, we don't really have a turnaround point, but I'm wondering if that could be something that stops. Maybe it just comes around. And back. Like it could stop. It'd be crazy to stop. Well, we can't really stop inside the roundabout. That's on highway. Because then it would, the next intersection would have to turn, but it would alleviate some of the traffic coming through here. And I don't know that we need buses coming through if we can use other forms. 4 out of 100, 8 out of 100, 4, 100 out of 100. Okay. I mean, they are being used to an extent, I suppose. Well, we may want to pull. I guess for now we'll leave it. I'm not convinced that I love it. But let's put a stop outside there on that line. And what is going on here? Is there a double line running through here? I think we have 2 lines running through here. So 5 and... Okay, I'm going to get rid of bus line 5. Where did bus line 5 go? This is the confusing stuff, though. I mean, this is where it all starts to become a little muddy, right? Especially when you're trying to go back and redo things and you have so many different forms of public transportation. But this is part of the learning. This is part of the good stuff of City Skylines and the ever challenging parts as well. It takes a little bit of perseverance for sure. And nothing is going to be really perfect. It's really hard to get it perfect. So, you know, I wouldn't stress too hard about trying to make it this perfect system. It's always about like seeing what you have and improving it. I mean, this intersection is really busy, and I think it's probably because we have so many crossing. Oh, modes of transportation. Oh, this whole thing's a mess. It really kind of is a whole big mess. We need to reconnect this road as well. Oh my goodness, there's just... Oh my goodness. What if we made this a one-track road here? And... Actually, wait, what if... And then what we'll do here is I'll do that, and then this allows us to upgrade. Slide that a little closer. And then this can probably just end, but what I think we could do is... Well, actually, no. This could carry through. Potentially. Yeah, what if this carried through? Because we should keep in mind, we have all of this space to work with in here. And if we're going to make a downtown, you know, sort of area, it should be pretty thick with stuff. Can have it connect to this. That is a little goofy, I think. If I can get there. Yeah, it's a really strange sort of angle we're dealing with there. Maybe this is the right move. What do we want? We want so many lines can here. Okay, we want that. Not that. We want that one. I'm gonna eyeball it. I'm gonna eyeball it and hope. Looks pretty close. Okay, that's nice. So that road can come through. And then we can maybe have some more grid off of here. What we can do now is take this cross that cross. Now wait, why did that turn that into... I guess we don't need both of those to cross, but that's okay. You know, these crossings, these are being very, very heavily used. Because essentially this is where all our people live, right? Which I like. It's not a perfect system. We could have some people living over here. This is all high density. Oh, my head is dancing around to so many different things. My head is dancing around here. So first things first, I think we put a little park in the center of this. Because I think that would look nice. Maybe just a little plaza. Some kind. Actually, does the fountain fit in there? I like this fantastic fountain. I'm going to shift this over. Then people can hop on. And, you know, that's a nice thing to see when you come out of a train station. And maybe... I don't know, a nice plaza people to sit at. Have a little, you know, have a coffee or something while you wait for your train. No, I think instead... do like this. I guess it's not really centered, is it? And then we'll just maybe put some bushes or some trees around it. Just a couple trees lining the... do some light foliage or something. Leaves kind of kissing the edge of that, which is kind of nice. There you go. Then I think probably makes sense to have some commerce. Actually, what we should do is figure out how we can pop a walking path. Yeah, okay. Here we go. Do a little of this. Go to 9. Although I think 6 is okay. But maybe going over this highway should be a 9. So let's go. So turn this back on. I'm gonna put a crossing. A crosswalk right there. Just so they don't have to walk to the other side to get around. Go up. To there. I'll have that be a real nice gentle slope there. And then we'll connect it over to here. Like that. Whew, a lot of stuff crossing there. A lot of stuff crossing. But I think we can get it to work. This instead. Go. And I can fix that. Then I can also put a crossing in there. So you come off the train station, and if you want to go home, if your home is across the way, hop on here. Ooh, this is gonna go over though. I need to raise this a bit. I think you're gonna have to take a pretty steep little hike there, because I don't want that interfering with the line. But look at all these people using it already, which is great. In fact, can I even get one? Because I always have walking paths. I mean, your Sims will walk great distances. Like, truly, they will walk very, very far. The more options you give them to walk, the better off you'll be, the less traffic you'll have. There we go. See, look at all these people using this. This connects to this area. I don't know why this looks... Probably because you didn't have any means to make it look much better, I guess. There we go. Now they can walk across to the ferry, and we should also do another connection point right here on this side. Okay. Like that. Very nice. Good deal. This looks a little funky, doesn't it? We can line this with some trees. There we go. Yeah. Yep, that's a win. That's a win right there. Because it gives them direct access. It shouldn't necessarily take away from the amount of public transportation being used, but it will take away from all these people funneling out of here, right? And now they have to either walk or get in a car. Because what you don't want to see when you place a transportation building where people come out, like a metro station or a train station or even a bus stop, what you don't want to see is when they all funnel out of their, off their train, off their bus, off their, metro line or whatever. What you don't want to see is them all coming out and then spawning cars. Because that means that you don't have a functional way for them to get to wherever they're being dropped off to where they're going. You have a means to get them into the area, the general area, but if you see them spawning vehicles, then you need to start determining, watch them, see where they go. Usually it's a big group of people, and eventually they'll split up, but see where those cars are going. And you can easily see that if you go to your traffic routes. I can click on a road and see where they're going. You can select pedestrians, cyclists, private vehicles. You can click on a specific vehicle and see where they're going. And that can oftentimes help kind of figure out your flow of your city. Like, where are people trying to get to when they land here? And that can be really, really useful when you're building public transportation. We may have touched on some of this before, but it's always good to go back, especially now that we're kind of revisiting some of this stuff. It's good to go back and kind of rework it, and it's good for me too. I mean, these are all things that I've spent 4 years playing this game, and I continue to always be learning stuff about the mechanics and how to make this game work properly. How to get the most. How your Sims think and operate and all that. So it's always good to be learning. But this is a win right here. That was a good identifier right there, because now you can see they're all coming off. They're all hopping in. All right, before we get going, let's zone some commercial in here. I think that'll be a good way to fill this in, and that's what you would really have around here. And then maybe offices right there. I think we're gonna probably move some of these other buildings. Like, kind of feel like this should almost move over to here now. In fact, now that I'm looking at this, because this feels like maybe more of the centralized area of the skyline. I don't want to change it too much, but it feels about right. I'm gonna leave this open because I don't know yet with what we're doing with the other rail. We may move. I don't know how much more we're going to fit in here, actually. We may have to tunnel if we do, which I'm not a huge fan of, but we may have to do that. Yeah, we have a bus route in here. Is this bus picking up people? 34. Yeah, okay. Something. That's something. And walkability reasons. See an opportunity right here. Some traffic, or some cross traffic right there. There's a crosswalk right there, so that's fine. And over here, we can put some more of that. Rebuild some of these areas, start filling it in. I guess for now, I could put a building right here. Another tall building we could put would fit right there. Don't actually know. It's a bit too long. Yeah. Everything is just a skosh too big. Yeah. Not so much. I already put this down probably somewhere. Yeah, it's over there. But could I put another one? That's nice, though. Adds a lot. Just for... reasons. Do a little of that. I don't know why they would use that. It just kind of adds a little bit. We can put some bushes on the other end of this. And maybe more of those trees that we used. Actually, wait a minute. Turn on prop and tree anarchy. Gets a little goofy when you turn corners there. Just kind of protect the train area there a bit. Cool. Well, I think that is turning out to be quite nice. Be nice to have a little more high rise. I may end up moving this and put another like taller building in there, potentially some offices. We're kind of shifting the skyline a bit, but I think that's actually working pretty well. Nice to have maybe something else off of a road here. Maybe this comes through. Can I go under? Oh, probably tree out. Yeah, actually. I think that does work. Get rid of these trees, though. There we go. Gives us more room. Put another building there. But that will have to be for another day. My friends, thank you for watching. This episode was totally all over the place. And that's kind of how I feel right now with this downtown area. I'm trying to stay, you know, keep our focus on this, but slowly and slowly we're adding improvements. We're kind of shaping how we look at this area. We talked a lot about public transportation, and so I think it's all good stuff. It's just a little bit discombobulated, I would guess. But I think hopefully you gained something from this episode in general, and hopefully that we're improving the city slowly but surely here. And yeah, thanks again, everybody. I appreciate you all watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode here in Modded Valley. Say Skylines. Bye, everybody.